Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
The joys about me. I don't remember anybody's name. It's either hey you, hey Foxstain, hey Fox, hey fucker. Yeah. I have all sorts of names for people, but not their actual names. Hi, hello, and good morning. This is Big Bad Boy Lucky at Back to the Shack on Spreaker. Alright. Episode 21. Holy shit. And it's on a fucking chilly ass Monday or Saturday morning in Winnipeg. Alright. Oh. And people are paranoid. People are all worried about the legalization of marijuana. And this, I'm saying this as I'm busting up my morning medicine. And I'm not paranoid at all about it. I think that it needs to be, you know, like, in Manitoba especially, when they say you can't smoke weed in public, you can't smoke it in public, and they have a smoking ban in effect. So, basically, you're treating marijuana as a harmful, still a harmful substance, and you get the same penalties and everything as alcohol. Only with alcohol, you have bars where you can drink, and you can go to campgrounds and you can drink publicly in those certain cases. With marijuana, you can't smoke it in public at all. At all. Like, there's zero tolerance for it, and the reason why they did it is to keep the people that have been previously charged with any marijuana or drug possession charge that involves marijuana in prison. Because they know that it would cost way too much money to release those convicts that have been charged in the past 10 years for marijuana, or possession, or intent to sell, or intent to traffic. And me, personally, I have a few friends that have like drug charges against them that involve marijuana, and honestly, this government is, and I don't want to blame Mayor Bowman at all for it. I blame the federal government because they're not doing their job properly. If they wanted to make marijuana legal, they would actually be doing some legwork. They would be actually making certain regulations on a federal basis. I understand each province doing their own provincial basis and doing their own bylaws, but for federal law, the government really doesn't have any say, only that they sign the bill and pass it forward. Yeah. And people wonder, and I've been trying to understand politics, I really have, and I can't understand it. Like, how did these guys get elected? Like, why are we stuck with this fucking moron for like another 3 years or 2 years? But come November, I'm hoping, because he has one more year, I'm hoping that it's decided that there's going to be another election. And again, I'm not going to vote. I'm going to look at each candidate's proposal on what they want to do to benefit this country. And I did that before with Pierre Trudeau's son, and look what happened. Yeah, what could happen? I don't even need to point out instances where this guy's a fuck up. But, again, I've been trying to understand politics and everything. And I can't. It gives me a headache. It really does. But this is the 21st episode of my show, so I'm actually pretty excited because my show can legally drink in the United States. Because it's 21 days old. It's not 21 years old. I still like to think, though. I like to have hopes. I don't even know what episode it would be if I was doing this for 21 years. Oh, sorry. Just need a little swig of Joe. Some coffee. Yeah, so at the beginning of the show, you heard the theme song from Cheers, and that's just going to be just pretty much random occurrence where I'll just play a theme song from one of my favorite shows or a TV show that shows up on my Facebook feed and tells me how old I should feel. And that's the thing about drinking now. Like, when I was younger, I wanted to drink. I wanted to go out. I wanted to party. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to be like, yeah! Woo! No, not anymore. Once you hit 30, it's just like, yeah, I don't want to drink, but everybody else is. I guess I'll have one. And if you're like me and you have that mentality where it's just like, okay, I'll have one drink. And then you'll have another drink. Then you'll just be like, you know what, I'll have one more drink. You know, I gotta fit it. Like, I don't want to fit in, but, you know, I want to be social enough to, you know, just be able to be social. And then that drink turns into another drink, and then that drink turns into a couple shots, and those shots turn into a couple more drinks, and then before you know it, you're cowered underneath the freaking table, puking, or trying not to puke, and trying not to fall asleep underneath the bar table. With the bartender dragging you by the foot, telling you to get the fuck out. Last call. Shit, man, it's only 2:30 in the afternoon. Sorry, I just needed my medicine. It's not like I'm breaking the law. I'm smoking it in the privacy of my own home. What are they really going to do? Knock on my door and be like, you can't smoke that? Fuck that. No. I'm a registered smoker. And that's what I don't understand about people, too. They're like, oh, just because you're a registered smoker doesn't mean that gives you the right to smoke in public. But, again, people allow drinking in public. It doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, we want to treat it the same way as we treat alcohol. And then you better be opening up some fucking hashish bars and allowing people to actually smoke at bars. Because not everybody drinks in this world. Not everybody drinks in Manitoba. I don't know why. Because if I was still young, I'd be liquored right now. I'd be really, really hammered. Extremely hammered. And it's only 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, figure that one out. Oh. But with alcohol, it's, with me, I grew up around it. Like, I grew up in a family of drinkers. I don't want to, condone it and say the way that I was brought up is better than everybody else, because I was raised around drinking in every family gathering. There's always been an abundance of alcohol. But when I was up to about 12 is when I started to get interested in drinking, because my dad was drinking, my uncles were drinking, my grandmother was drinking, my cousins were drinking. It got to the point where you're just like, I kind of feel left out here. Like, my cousins are drinking, my uncles are drinking, my aunts are drinking, my dad's drinking. This doesn't really make much sense. My brother managed to sneak away with a couple beers, and then that's when I first started drinking. It was around 12, 13. And then when, you know, Mr. Lay, where he says, oh, Randy, the liquor's taking over. Yeah, the liquor does take over with me, and I just do and say the fucking stupidest things. That's why I don't drink and go on the air. I'd much rather get high and go on the air and be like, yeah, So I'm stoned and not drunk. And I have complete control over everything I do and say. For the most part. But with alcohol, you have no control. You have no, intelligent thought process whatsoever. And is it just me, or do you find drunk people to be really, really fucking irritating? When you're sober and everybody else is drunk, you're just like, what the fuck? This guy's a fucking douche. This guy's a fucking tool. I just want to fucking hit him with my car. I don't have a car. I want to hit him with my bike. I don't have a bike. I just want to kick him with my foot. What else am I going to kick him with not my foot? I'll kick him with a horse's foot. Cut off a horse's fucking leg and put it on mine. I don't know. It's still early in the morning and I've only had half a cup of coffee. Not even just 2 sips. But yeah, and I don't understand how the government can condone alcohol and smoking tobacco in public, but marijuana, no, you can't smoke it in public. You can't smoke it anywhere. And I don't know about any of you, but I am going to be going to Living Canvas on October 17th for Dave and Candace's potluck. Because I'm interested to see how many people will show up. And I honestly, this is me trying to advertise for Dave and Candace so they can get some more money for their production. For Dave's production studio. Which is awesome. Props to you, bud. And this potluck at Living Canvas, it's there because where else are they going to have it? So I'll get the time and I'll put a post in the descriptions for you guys so everybody will know. And I still have to go through all my episodes and put in all these clips that you'll be hearing, that you've heard, and that you will be hearing through every single episode. Shit, man, I got a lot of work to do. I told my bosses at my job that when I'm done work here, I'm going to my second job. It doesn't pay, but, it's fun. It's really fun to do, and I get to make people laugh. I hope I'm making people laugh, but I don't know. If I'm making you laugh, props to me. If I'm not, and you're just like, fuck, this guy's an idiot, this guy's an asshole, yeah, shut it off. I don't give a shit. What are you going to do? Try to hunt me down? You don't even know where I live or work. I'll give you hints. No, it's weird. It's weird in the world that we live in with the legalization of marijuana, and that just, for me, it stems back to the mid-30s with the prohibition against alcohol. The same prohibition laws have been in effect against marijuana since at least 20 years, at least a century. Which is stupid because they just, Canada followed suit with America. Richard Nixon declared a war on drugs. So did Ronald Reagan. And Canada, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do the war on drugs. Why not? Why not? We need to waste taxpayer dollars on something fucking frivolous and stupid. Now it's just like, Justin Trudeau, I need to waste my money on something frivolous and stupid. I'm going to India, back and forth at least 6 or 7 times. Fuck yeah. And I'll be stoned the entire time. I think it's great that we have a Prime Minister that's a stoner. I really do. But when you put your stoned thoughts into work, it never works, Trudeau. It never does. It never does. Trust me, I know this. I figured this out a long, long time ago. When you're stoned and you have a bunch of ideas and you think they're going to work, they never fucking work. They never do. They never do. I had an idea for, what was it? It involved a lot of bacon. Oh, a bacon sundae. It doesn't work because the ice cream melts with the hot bacon. Unless you chill the bacon, but nobody likes cold bacon. You need to have a hot bacon, hot warm bacon. That's all you need. Yeah, that many thoughts that just go through my head.
Thank you. I'm a modern man, a man for the millennium. Digital and smoke-free. A diversified, multicultural, postmodern deconstructionist, politically, anatomically, and ecologically incorrect. I've been uplinked and downloaded, I've been inputted and outsourced. I know the ups